Welcome to this Lucifer Zero Light Primal video guide. Light is a comfortable element to play in Lucifer Zero, holding its own quite well and forgiving when it comes to mistakes. First, let's discuss the grid. Your ideal grid should include 2 Ephus, 1 Symmetria with a Defense Awakening, 2 Harmonias, 1 Radiant Reen, 1 Sacred Standard, 1 Arc, 1 World Harp, a Diaetesia, and an Ultima Sword. This grid achieves 3 key outcomes: 75% TA for consistent triple attacks, 100% crit rate, and strong damage through skills and Oogie. Using an Opus as the main hand is essential. Equipped with Extremity and Gamma Key for Oogie enhancement, the Ultima should have Skill Cap and Charge Bar Generation keys. If you lack an Extremity key, consider using a Trium key for its valuable Oogie effect and TA boost. A Trium key can also be used on the Ultima, though it won't impact your entire frontline. Draconic can be equipped with either a Null Amplify key or the 10k HP key for a safer run. For summons, I use Zeus 250 as my main, along with Bubs, 000, Lucifer, Bahamut, Metatron, and Luo. For beginners, I recommend bringing a Keylin instead of 000 or Bahamut. If you need more TA, consider Halmul instead of Metatron. Note that Zeus only needs to be at 210 for its crucial uplift call, though a 250 Zeus is preferred as a friend summon. Your party should consistently include Cosmos, Sandalphon, and Swimsuit Horus in the front line. In the back line, I typically use Yukata Naru and Valentine Ladiva. The frontline synergy is crucial, and without these characters, it's better to find an alternative guide. The requirements for the backline aren't as strict. They mainly provide QOL and insurance. You can substitute them with any character that has strong backline passives, such as Tico or Percival. Naru and Ladiva still remain best in slot. The former helps with securing a seamless Oogie loop, while Ladiva brings additional offensive stats and a very useful TA buff. MC skills should be the following: Sanctifying Kagura, which helps for hit count, C-Splitter, and clarity. As for Mastery, allocate EMP points to enhance bulkiness through HP and Def Nodes. Rings and earrings should focus on boosting TA for Cosmos and Horus, who lack guaranteed TA. Aim for at least 15% for each, but you can get less if using Halmul or Ladiva. Awakenings should follow the same principle, choosing between balanced or def based on whether additional TA rate is needed. Let's now dive into the fight. The battle starts with 50k plane damage. Fortunately, our HP pool should be sufficient enough for that to not be an issue. It's a good practice to reload the trigger to not waste time. Our first task is to deal 30 million damage on the first turn. This is fairly easy as long as you remain careful of the random apple buffs your characters are afflicted with. Here's what you need to know about the various apple buffs. Upon clearing them, yellow self-inflicts zombie, red consumes your charge bar, blue will skill seal you, green self-applies blind. Your turn usually consists in pressing every skill in a certain order, hot first if needed, yellow skills then red skills, blue skills last, and end the turn with a full burst. Save Horus skill 1. Wait for 95% before taking your second turn. You can simply auto-attack. If not cleared, apples impose debuffs. Yellow reduces accuracy, green causes plane damage over time, red cuts charge bar generation by 50%, and blue grants a random debuff each turn. Triple attack omens are essentially a free pass since our grid ensures TA for all characters. If you depend on Ladiva's backline buff, make sure it's still active. Use Cosmos SK3 and Zeus now. From now on, we'll be cycling our Zeus summons to maintain uplift on our party. This is also a good moment for a potion if you haven't used one yet. The next omen requires 20 million Oogie damage, easily met with a full burst. Summoning Lucifer and Bahamut is at your discretion. Try to use them frequently. For the 15 million skill damage omen, This should be straightforward as your Cosmos skills will be ready. Use Fated Chain, Cosmos skills 1 and 2, and Horus skill 1. Lucifer Full Diamond Omen are either Iblis or Phosphorus, requiring 2 dispels or 7 debuffs to cancel, handled by double Oogie from Cosmos or Horus. By turn 7, Sandalphon's skill 3 will be available, granting him split autos, valuable for hit count omens. Keep Oogie on and take the turn once HP is below 80%. Orbital Resonance poses no damage risk. You should also keep Oogie on here. As our damage favors Oogie, we will be dealing with the charge attack Omen sequence starting with the 40 hits Omen. Ensure no characters suffer from blind or forced single attack debuffs. Use Clarity and seek clarities from allies as needed. All yellow apples should have been cleared previously. Disable Oogie and attack. You should achieve over 40 hits with everyone's guaranteed triple attack. For the 15 million skill damage Omen, use the same rotation as before. Fated Chain, Cosmos Nukes, and Horus skill 1. Keep Oogie active and execute a full burst. The triple attack Omen is straightforward. Ensure no character is afflicted with the forced single attack debuff. Next, based on whether Lucifer has the Repudiation or Renunciation buff, you'll need 4 Ogus or 3 TA, respectively. Adjust Oogie accordingly. On Omen-free turns, focus on building meter through triple attacks to prepare for a full burst next turn. Continue this approach until reaching 60%, cycling Zeus calls as needed. When the 7 Trumpets Omen appears, stop attacking and use an OK sticker, guard, and once all 6 stickers are sent, proceed. The first player to trigger Trumpets will cleanse debuffs. During this critical raid phase, Lucifer deals increased damage due to labor buffs. Minimize risk-taking until the second labor is cleared. This is also a good moment to use potions. Random apples will reappear. Avoid taking turns before 55%, unless using Sandy's skill 1 for a team-wide other self-buff. Use summons and Cosmos Nukes to push past 55%, as few parties will engage at this stage. Preserve your meter and avoid using Oogie. First labor, 5 Ogus. Your charge bar should normally be full. Use Horus SK3 as a backup if it's not the case. Beware of red apples draining your charge bar. Second labor, 6 attacks. Simply activate Sandalphon SK2 twice and attack. If MC is affected by a green apple, use Clarity. Third labor, 35 million damage. A full burst should be ready, supplemented with summon damage for extra safety. Fourth labor, 10 debuffs. Use Horus skills 1 and 2 along with Cosmos skill 2. You can see I made a minor mistake with the blue apple skill sealing Horus, but it wasn't problematic. Fifth labor, Faded Chain. Execute another full burst. Cast MC skill 2, Sanctifying Kagura, for the echo in anticipation of the next turn. Sixth labor, 60 hits. Check if allies are affected by yellow apple, single attack debuff, or blind. Clear these if possible. If some of those are not clearable, activate MC skill 1 and or Cosmos skill 1. It's also a good time to use 000 to have the second call ready for the fight's final phase. Ensure Ugi is off and proceed with your turn, which should exceed 60 hits. Once the first 6 labors are cleared, you get some breathing room, allowing you to resume the cycle of triple attack turns into full bursts, effectively canceling full diamond omens. Continue until 20%, using this time to recover as many skill cooldowns as possible. Once you reach 20% and the Omen Gospel of the End is ready, halt your attacks and send an OK sticker. If possible, reapply debuffs during this pause. After all 6 stickers are sent, proceed with your turn, keeping Ugi off. Gospel only inflicts 10k plain AoE damage, making it relatively safe. The first player to act will trigger the remaining 6 labors, tied to specific elements. Each element group must clear their designated labor to strip buffs from Lucifer. Note that uncleared labors cap damage, severely reducing your chances. Failure to clear even 1 labor significantly drops success rates, and failing 2 or more nearly guarantees a raid failure. To clear your own labor, Cancel Anti-Vacillae, which could be either 66 hits, 12 skills, or 6 Ogus. These are manageable as light. Consider using MC Skill 1 to ease requirements or even a Keylin. However, save Sandalphon Skill 2 for a future Omen and avoid using MC's Omen Cancel Skill or 000 Call, as they won't count toward labor clearance. Next, you'll be prompted for a Fated Chain, which is straightforward. Wait until as many labors as possible are cleared before taking your turn. Enemy damage output depends heavily on how many attack-boosting labors remain on Lucifer and how far the countdown has progressed. From now on, Omens will require you to execute a Fated Chain every other turn, which can be challenging. Fortunately, the light element is well equipped to handle this, thanks to Horus. At 13%, handle the 100 million damage request with an Omen Cancel ability, using Yamato or 000. After that, you'll have to deal a Fated Chain once again, use Horus Skill 3, or cancel with Yamato or 000. At 6%, you will face a 99 hits Omen, easily cancelled with MC's Sanctifying Kagura and Sandalphon's split autos via his skill 2. If all goes well, Lucifer should be defeated or nearly so. Congratulations. The damage log shows significant contributions from Oogie and skills. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new video guide format. It took considerable time to prepare, so please drop a comment if you found it helpful.